What is going on, Shake Squad? Your boy Joey Shake 72 coming to you guys with another video today. Another training camp day. Can't complain at all. We're gonna go over there's some really good news today, guys. We have some good news, no bad news. Today was a pretty good day. We saw some standouts today. Very excited to see what goes on, but I want to go over, the list of injuries or what's going. I mean, there's no, obviously we know the injuries that we already have, but Josh Sweat was out with an illness today. Fletcher Cox was on a maintenance day today. Dallas Goedert, Sidney Jones, second day of not practicing. Boston Scott, I don't know if I mentioned Boston Scott is day-to-day as well, so just gonna look out for those guys, just resting them and stuff, and then on top of the other injuries we do have from the past few days, so I want to look out for that as well. Now I want to go over JuJu Whiteside. Okay, so JuJu Whiteside has really shown that he's ready for his second year. Talked about how, he just couldn't get the playbook right last year. He was just lining up all over the place last year. He lost about 10 pounds. He gained about 10. He lost a lot, 10 pounds in fat, gained some muscle. He worked day and night this offseason with COVID and everything going on. He worked day and night, and he bought a jugs machine, and he did a lot. I mean, he said he was home, but he felt like he was not at home at all. So I was really happy to see that JJ is just honing into his own. And, he said he dealt with a lot of injuries at the end of last year. And, he came in, made a few catches at the end of the year, but he's expecting himself to put himself in a good position to have a big year this year. So I'm hoping to God this happens. I mean, I'm giving this guy another chance because now finding out what was going on, and this was like a couple months ago, finding out what was going on with him and what happened to him at the end of the year, why he looked sluggish, why he just looked not right. And there was a lot going on with him. So plus a groin injury and probably other injuries on top of it. Is kind of crazy right now. So very happy to see JJ is working hard, and very excited to see him come into his own this year, and we'll see what's going on with that when the time comes. I think he did catch a pass middle of the field today by Carson Wentz, but I think that was pretty much it, unless he did something else I don't know of. So the next thing I want to go over right now is a standout today that is showing me that he gets separation off the ball, and he could be one of our best corners on the field right now, okay? And that is John Hightower, okay? John Hightower burnt Darius Slay. Great footwork. So I always get people that say, well, these drills don't matter. And they do matter because, I know there's no linebackers, there's no safety help, but this drill is based off of separation, how much separation you could get. And John Hightower not only did this today, he burnt Rasul Douglas today. He burnt Darius Slay today, okay? He is turning out to be something nice. And I know it's early, but I'm loving these young receivers right now. I really am. I'm so excited about these guys. And I might make a separate video on this because I can't, just to go, how his footwork is ridiculous. I love it. And you see it in college. You see it now being on this level just a little bit. Obviously, there's not a real game right now. But John Hightower not only burnt Rasul, Rasul has just got to go. I mean, at this point, burnt Darius Slay. 7-on-7s. Jalen Hurts throws a deep pass to John Hightower with Slay and Mills nearby. And then on 11-on-11s today, Hightower had a huge catch in traffic today. So, very busy day for John Hightower to show what he's got, okay? And this guy, there's a couple more weeks left, and, that's it. But to see the separation from this kid, what he can bring to the table, not only that, but he can play special teams as well. You know what I mean? His route running is getting more crisp. I think we're starting to see a little bit of what's going on with John Hightower and what he's doing. And it's all about development, guys. We got to develop these guys. This is the perfect year for the Eagles to shore up this offensive wide receiver position and get it right for the future to grow with Carson Wentz. We need some fresh meat on this team. We need fresh meat on this team right now. So John Hightower, I couldn't believe when I saw a Hightower versus Slade video. I said, I gotta see this. And the footwork is fantastic. I mean, start and stop speed, fantastic. So, very busy day for John Hightower. Very proud, very happy. Inside, in my heart and in my mind, I feel relaxed because this was very important to us. So, very happy with that as well. So, John Hightower, Quez Watkins, the rest of the guys, Greg Ward, very excited. Now, I want to go over to Greg Ward, to Jalen Reagor, Jalen Reagor, because I say it wrong. Everyone keeps saying. So, Jalen Reagor had a busy day today. So, he had a lot of short passes today, nothing crazy. For big chunk yards, I think using Jalen Reagor in little space to get those. If Jalen Reagor has a little bit of space, he's going to get some touchdowns or maybe get big chunk yards. I think they're not just going to throw the deep ball to him. Obviously, they're going to throw to him in open space. He did a few things today, caught some short passes for chunk yards. He shielded off Greg James after a catch. They were in, I guess the offense was in trips formation. They threw a little pitch to Jalen Reagor when he had a little bit of space and made a big chunk out of it. He had a catch in traffic over the middle. He ran a screen pass. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I like what they're doing with Reagor. They're using him for those short, little space throws that are going to be big chunk yards. And what's going to happen is it's going to open the deep pass. It's going to open the game a lot because you're going to have Deshaun on the field, and those little passes to Reagor, people are going to get the attention of that where it's going to work out. And then this deep ball, this game going downfield, this vertical game is going to be crazy this year. So, when you do those little short passes, it's going to open up a lot more for the deep pass. And there's going to be way too many people getting attention. Plus, Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz and just everything else on the field, it's going to be absolutely insane. So, Jalen Reagor has been the most outstanding guy, and I expect him to do that. I expect him to be the most, impressive receiver that we have, coming out of camp, going into the season, and being ready for the first game against the Washington football team. So that's what I'm kind of looking at right now. So Jalen Reagor has always been doing well, and really can't complain at all. Can't complain. So I want to talk about Jalen Mills, okay? Jalen Mills, we all know that he's the new safety here. Malcolm Jenkins not here. We're probably going to go over this a million times because some people still don't know. I don't know why. But Jalen Mills, can he replicate what Malcolm Jenkins did when he's here? Probably not. Probably not the same. I know that some of these guys, I know some of the beat writers were seeing how he blitzes. He did blitz in the A-gap today and was totally taken out of the play. I think Elijah Holyfield was running with the football today, was totally taken out of the play, and he's a small guy. He's not good getting off blocks. I think Malcolm is a little bit better getting off blocks, and he's a lot bigger and a lot more stronger. I don't know if this is just, Jalen Mills just has to get more reps, or, it is what it is. Like, everyone gets blocked. It happens. I mean, if one of our offensive guys, I don't know who blocked him, but someone blocked him. So, I mean, everyone, it's good for everybody for the competition. But, Mills, this is going to be a big question mark for me going into safety. I think he's going to play well, but I just think right now, because it's camp and it's our own guys, and I just think everyone's going to take it to heart that he's not playing well. So I think we just need to see at the end of camp what happens. But I know that Will Parks and Kavon Wallace had pass breakups today, so they're getting the work in. Obviously, Will Parks and Kavon Wallace are right behind Rodney McLeod and Jalen Mills at the safety position right now. I've been hearing some good things about all of them, so can't really complain about that whatsoever. So now I want to go over Doug Pederson talking about the running back room, saying that they're not going to bring a veteran in. He likes what he has in this running back room. And you know what? I probably agree right now. And if he thinks that, we have a good running back room and he likes Michael Warren, Elijah Holyfield, especially those two guys, and Adrian Killins, I really can't complain at all about that because, you know what? I think they tried. They obviously tried getting a couple running backs, veteran running backs out of free agency. Never happened. So I think keeping what they have, and I'm so glad he said this because we need to develop guys. I don't care at what position. Everybody needs to develop. We're very young at running back. We're very young at linebacker. You know what I mean? We're getting very young at safety. You know what I mean? So there's a lot going on with this team. A lot of youth. The youth movement is coming. Can't wait. Very excited. So Doug mentioned who's impressed him at training camp so far. And he mentioned Quez Watkins, John Hightower, Jalen Reagor, Jack Driscoll, and undrafted free agent Michael Jaquette, which a name that I really didn't go over. Don't really know much about Michael Jaquette, but that's a good sign. I mean, I know we got rid of Trevor Williams. You know, I think he was rehabbing an injury from last year, and you know, I figured, you know, we need as much corner, we need as much, competition at corner as crazy, you know, as possible right now. So having, Michael Jaquette is something that, you know, is going to be something. I don't know. I mean, if that's a good, I mean, I'm glad an undrafted corner is good to have, coming into his first year and impressing at training camp's a good thing. And if a guy like that can work out, he's going to be cheap and he plays well. You never know. But obviously it's very early in training camp. But I'm glad hearing there's an offensive lineman in Jack Driscoll that they're loving. He's been playing some guard. He's been playing, I think he'll end up being a center in the future, but he's been playing a lot of guard. So that's a good thing. But Quez Watkins, John Hightower, and Jalen Reagor, love it. Those three names are so important and love it so damn much. So, other than that, guys, that's pretty much the news today. There were some other things going on with a few players, but nothing crazy exciting. But this is great. The youth movement is coming to Philadelphia. Love these young guys working hard and doing their thing. So, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, we'll be going over, have another video tomorrow. So tomorrow there will be contact. Tomorrow is a scrimmage for the Philadelphia Eagles. There will be live tackling, which I can't wait to see. Live tackling tomorrow. Very exciting to see that, and we'll see what happens. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. So thank you for tuning in today, and I will see you guys later. Shake Squad up, fly house fly. Peace out.